are just a few days out from that World Championships. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling really excited. It's so nice to be here. I think if you had asked me that maybe a week or two ago, I would have just been like, yeah, it's cool. But when you're out here, it's like you're in the environment with the team, you're wearing your kit. And I mean, this is my first day, but I'm already raring to go.
So the excitement's up, the heat as well. It's quite a transition, isn't it? Tell me about how you're finding things.
Yeah, I mean, it's really nice. I've been to this facility before, so I'm familiar with Dubai and this Nad Al Shibab complex. So I feel like that is comforting. I'm looking forward to seeing Doha and to getting in the stadium and just getting a feel for it before I actually compete, which is like literally the second to last day that I actually compete. My qualifying is the 5th, and hopefully the final I will be in on the 6th of October.
And as a field athlete, what does this week actually specifically involve? What do you do in a week like this?
So I will be going through my usual preparations. I'll be doing some sprinting, I'll be lifting some weights because I love weights. I will be making sure I obviously get some runways down and do some jumps, and just making sure I am in the best position possible to jump really far come the 5th of October and the 6th of October. So making sure I'm resting, making sure I'm eating well, making sure that I'm getting the regular physios. I guess it's the same as not every other athlete here. We're at a holding camp to make sure that we're in the best position possible to jump far, to throw far, to run fast, and all the rest.
What do you sum up the last year for you?
Surreal, exciting, filled with blessings, because it's just been such a marked distinction to even last year and the previous years. I actually went on Facebook this morning and saw a post, you know how it does memories, and it was the 22nd of September, which is the date today, and it was just me kind of running down through how my season had gone in 2018, because it's my first year back, and I was just checking boxes like, yeah, I've jumped 650 the most times ever, and 660, and I've jumped the European standard, but I didn't go. And now to look back on that and to see where I am this year, I just think it is a massive step forwards. Jump forward.
Yeah, literally, I guess. What do you put that down to? How do you understand that huge leap, literally, you've made?
Well, I mean, I'm just a load of things. I just think it's the amazing support that I have from my family and my friends. God, just being able to bless this side of things, as opposed to maybe previously I was hampered with so many injuries, and now I'm just not. I'm able to get in consistent training, which makes a massive difference. So I think that having that foundation last year of being able to do 4 or 5 solid competitions, and then to be able to come indoors and do a season and outdoors, having that foundation of years, it really, you need that to be able to come to good form, hopefully.
So looking back on 2018, it might seem unremarkable on paper, but actually it was the foundation that allowed you to go and do what you did at trials even.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess each competition, as you jump further and further, it builds confidence. So it's kind of like, you know, the chicken and the egg, which comes first. You know, you've put the groundwork in, you know, you've done all the training. I kept saying, you know, the bigger distances are in my legs when I was jumping 650s earlier in the season. And then when it came, it was kind of like, I don't like using this term, but it is that momentum. It suddenly builds, and it's like this roller coaster, and you just kind of free falling. So I think that's what happened. I needed that one jump, and then it opened the door for bigger distances.
How have you changed as an athlete, as a person since 2012?
Oh wow, it's 2012. Massively I've changed, because I think 2012 was before 2012, I was super bubbly and super optimistic and super hopeful. Everything had gone so easily for me. I mean, I went to the university of my choice. I was an A-star student, so everything was easy academically, in life, in sport as well. I'd made lots of the junior competitions. And then 2012, I jumped the Olympic standard, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to the Olympic Games. This is awesome. Life is good. And then I don't get selected because I came 4th at the trials. And I think from there, I just lost a whole lot of confidence. I didn't believe in myself anymore, and I would go out and compete and maybe jump one big distance, and then I wasn't able to replicate that, and my body was injured, and I think, you know, mentally I was just in such a low place. So a lot has changed, because I realized that I hadn't really overcome the demons of 2012, and then so I went through a process of coming back to myself, coming back to my happier self, and now I'm there. I'm finally there. I think even, you know, 2016 was needed. I needed to have that full breakdown, you know, you needed to be on your knees and to let it all go, to be able to come back and just rise again a lot better. So
presumably those days of 2016 here, sitting here as part of a World Championships team, felt a heck of a long way away.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I was retired. I didn't even think that I would come back into the sport. I genuinely didn't. So to now be here at on a world championship team, to be, you know, ranked amongst the top 10 female long jumpers in the world who've jumped a personal best, finally, 7 years on. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot of joy. And it's nice to have these interviews because it reminds me, because sometimes I forget, I put a lot of pressure on myself. I'm just like, oh, it's not good enough. But actually I need to realize from where I've been and to where I am now, and ultimately, you know, my goal is to do amazingly in Tokyo. So this year is a nice setup for them.
Yeah, that PB at trials, to do it after so long, but also so close to a major event must give you huge confidence, as you say, and belief that you can go further.
I know, everyone's like, oh, you timed it so well, you did that tapering so perfectly. I'm like, yeah, I did that on purpose. No, you just you just jump and you compete, and you want the big ones to come out every single time, and hopefully they will now. Hopefully they will.
Just finally, to wear that GB vest at the World Championships, to try and put into words what that means to you.
Speechless. I don't know, like, it's just in everything that I've already said. It's just happiness, it's joy, it's the fulfillment of your potential, it's knowing that there's more to come, it's believing that you can have challenges and overcome, and through perseverance, if you're passionate enough, if you love something enough, if it's your gift, and then it will come.